Okay, guys. Mikey Garcia versus Pacquiao. Let's look at this clip of Mikey Garcia. A little highlight clip of Mikey Garcia fighting Juan Lopez. Now, Mikey Garcia is one of my boxers that I favor, as of right now, this time era. Besides like Canelo and a few others, Teofimo Lopez or whoever, he's one of my favorite Hispanic boxers out there right now. He was the champion of the world. He was undisputed for a little while, of course, until he lost to Errol Spence. But Mikey Garcia is a pretty solid boxer. Good amount of punching power. Very technical. Very, very technical. Pretty strategic. He could be on his toes a little more, but a very strategic guy. You guys saw against Adrian Broner, he went to the body on Adrian Broner and stayed at the body for a while against Adrian Broner. He uses his head movement when he needs it, when he feels like, he slips punches pretty decent. His defense is pretty decent. Not the best, not the worst, pretty decent, head movement. Not the best footwork, but he does have good foot movement. He is a very technical boxer. He uses his jab. Not the most speed, a good amount of speed. He's a very solid boxer. Very, very great boxer. Very good boxer. Pretty much a legend in the making. That's how good I think he is. I think he's a very fine boxer. He's a good boxer. Good, solid, decent overall boxer. Simple fact that, he lost to Errol Spence, that may play a factor in him going up against a great like Pacquiao, who's always on his toes. But Mikey Garcia say he's taking his fight with Pacquiao before he sees Conor McGregor. I don't agree with Conor McGregor getting all this boxing recognition, fighting the number one pound for pound fighter on your first professional boxing match. I don't really agree with it, but that's another video to talk about. Now, Mikey Garcia is going to really have to be on his toes for Manny Pacquiao. Like, he's going to have to move with Manny Pacquiao. These flush shots that you're connecting, I don't know if you're going to connect those flush shots like that on the future Hall of Fame southpaw. But Keith Thurman did very well against Pacquiao, even though he got knocked down once. That was pretty much the only reason why Keith Thurman lost almost. But
it's his only chance right now, it seems, is hang in there and try to land.
Mikey Garcia is about the same skill level, in my opinion. He's about a Keith Thurman.
Trying to make it more of his kind of fight. It's hard for him, Jim, because his balance is so bad.
It's definitely some things that Pacquiao is going to have to watch out for, because his power isn't a joke. Mikey Garcia's power is no joke. He doesn't really hit like cotton or anything like that. His accuracy, like I said, he's a very technical guy. Like, he punches boxers right on the chin. He's not like some guy who doesn't know how to box. Like, Mikey Garcia really knows how to box. And one thing I like about Mikey Garcia, he gets hit from time to time, but just because you get hit, that's not a reason to just start fighting with all your might. Opponent Garcia sticks to boxing. And when he sees his opponent hurt, he definitely goes for the kill. He definitely is a good finisher. He executes very well. Now, Mikey Garcia, he was the lightweight champion of the world. he definitely has experience. He's definitely good enough to step in the ring with Pacquiao, I believe. He's a better boxer than Adrian Broner, who fought Pacquiao as well and lost. Pacquiao is going to have to watch out, in my opinion, to not get countered, as well as Mikey Garcia. I think that's a big factor in this boxing match that we're going to see. Is these guys are going to have to watch out for getting countered, because if Pacquiao uses his footwork, moves out of the way, takes a quick step, moves out of the way, then he's eligible to hit Mikey Garcia with a good counter shot. Mikey Garcia will be prone to get countered if Pacquiao is using his footwork while he's swinging. Now, if Pacquiao comes in with a lot of straights like he normally does, Pacquiao can throw a lot of straight punches. A left, right, left, right, left, right, a big combination. He throws a lot of straights in a row. Then he would have to watch out for getting countered with Mikey Garcia, who would slip one of those punches and throw a hook. It's boxing. You've seen it against Michael Moore and George Foreman. You've seen it against a lot of other people. The match can go either way. You never know who's going to win in this sport of boxing. You only can give a good prediction. And that's pretty much what this is. But Pacquiao, in my opinion, is one of the greatest boxers of his time era, if not the greatest. He's fought a lot of champions. You can't knock the guy. He never ducked anyone. He's lost some, but he never ducked anyone. Manny Pacquiao reminds me a lot of Evander Holyfield. He's already a great, like, if he retires and he never has a fight again, he's definitely going in the Hall of Fame as one of the greatest boxers, to ever do it. They're definitely going to mark Pacquiao as one of the greatest welterweight boxers to ever fight. One of the greatest lightweights. One of the greatest featherweights. One of the greatest bantamweights. They're going to mark Pacquiao down as one of the greatest boxers to ever fight. To ever box. So he's already a great, So Mikey Garcia has to train as hard as he possibly can. And I'll have another video, talking about why McGregor is known as pretty much a Hall of Fame boxer.